digital media and information explores how literature adapts to technological advancements such as e-books, online publishing, and multimedia storytelling. It examines how digital tools influence the creation, distribution, and consumption of literary works, transforming traditional forms of reading and writing into interactive, accessible, and innovative experiences. So here are some key aspects of literature in the digital age. The first one is digital publishing. Literature is now widely distributed in digital formats such as ebooks, audiobooks, and online articles. So in this, literary works in digital formats make reading more accessible and convenient for people worldwide. Next is interactivity and hypertext. So digital literature allows for interactivity where readers can engage with the text through multimedia elements like hyperlinks, videos, and interactive graphics. So example of this is the using hyperlinks. So readers can click on links within the text to access related content, explanations, or external resources. And also you can use videos and graphics. So multimedia elements are embedded to complement the text, providing visual or auditory enhancement. Also, the interactive features. Readers might make choices that influence the storyline, answers questions, or explore the content in a non-linear way. So this approach transforms reading into a dynamic experience rather than a passive one. So next is globalization and accessibility. The internet has democratized literature by making it accessible to readers worldwide. Works are no longer restricted by geography or traditional publishing boundaries. And so this means that the internet has made literature available to readers worldwide, breaking barriers of geography and traditional publishing, allowing anyone to access works from anywhere. Next is rise of self-publishing. Self-publishing has become a significant trend, empowering authors to bypass traditional publishing houses and directly reach their audiences. So, the rise of self-publishing allows authors to independently publish their works without relying on traditional publishers. Platforms like Amazon, Kindle Direct Publishing, and Wattpad empowers writers to share their books directly with readers, offering creative control and wider accessibility. Next is social media and reader engagement. Social media platforms have become key in promoting and discussing literature. Authors and readers interact directly with platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, shaping book culture through hashtags, reviews, and recommendations. So one of the example of this is using Twitter. So authors use Twitters to connect with fans, sharing updates, and join book discussions. Hashtags like Am I Reading or book recommendations help readers discover new works. And also Goodreads. So thought not though not a social media platform in the traditional sense, it functions like one where users can rate, review, and recommend books while interacting with authors and other readers. Next is the multimedia and visual storytelling. Literature in the digital age is often multimedia based, combining text with images, sound, and videos. This format allows for a richer, more immersive experience. So multimedia and visual storytelling in digital literature involve combining text with other elements like what I've said is images, sound, and videos to create a more engaging and immersive experiences, right? So for example, digital novels might include embedded videos or soundtracks that enhance the mood, while interactive images or animations help bring the story to life in a new ways. Next is shorter episodic formats. With the advent of mobile devices and social media, literature has increasingly taken on shorter episodic forms. This change reflects the demand of quick, easily digestible and content that suits modern readers' shorter attention span. So sample of this is this trend derived driven by mobile devices and social media reflects a preference or for brief serialized stories that can be consumed in short bursts. So, example of this is serialized novels. So websites like Wattpad or any other apps that they can upload a novels, uh, they can upload a short chapters, often weekly updates, allowing readers to follow ongoing stories. And also, you can use podcasts and audiobooks. So, fiction food podcast. Example, LeVar Burton reads or Welcome to Night Vale. Offer episodic storytelling with short, digestible episodes available for listening on demand. Next is crowdsourcing and collaborative writing. The internet has fostered collaborative and crowdsourced literary projects where readers, writers, and even fans contribute to the creation and development of works. Just like, for example, in Wattpad, so writers share their stories chapter by chapter, allowing readers to suggest plot ideas or offer feedback that can influence the direction of the story. Next is data-driven literature. Algorithms and data collection now play a significant role in shaping literary trends and content. So, an example of this is personalized recommendations like platforms like Amazon or Netflix use algorithms to suggest books or movies based on user preferences and previous activity, shaping reading choices. And also the trend analysis. So social media and book review sites like Goodreads collect data on popular genres, authors or themes, guiding publishers and writers in what to produce. Next is literary criticism and digital reviews. Digital media has changed the way literature is critiqued and reviewed. While traditional literary critics once held authority, now social media reviews, blog posts, and user generated content on sites like Goodreads or Amazon play a larger role in influencing books' reception. And when we say literary criticism, this is the analysis, interpretation, and evaluation of literature. Traditionally, it was conducted by scholars or critics who provided expert opinions on works, examining themes, style, structure, and cultural significance. While digital reviews refer to critics and feedback shared through online platforms like Goodreads, Amazon, or social media. These reviews are often written by every readers rather than expert and can significantly impact a book's reception. With digital media, literary criticism has become more democratic, allowing a broader range of voices to influence opinions on books. Next is preservation of literary works. So, digitization helps preserve literary works and makes rare or out of print books available to a wider audience. So example of this is Google Books, so you can scan and preserve rare or fragile books, making them searchable online. And also the digital archives, libraries like the Library of Congress digitize historical and rare texts for future generations. Next is digital literacy and critical engagement. So in the digital age, readers need to develop digital literacy skills to navigate the vast amount of available content. This includes the ability to distinguish credible sources, critically evaluate content, and engage with digital text meaningfully. An example of this is distinguishing credible sources, like identifying trustworthy information from unreliable or biased content. So there are three major challenging aspects of literature in the age of digital media and information. So the first one is information overload and quality control. The vast amount of content available online can overwhelm readers and make it difficult to distinguish between high quality literature and lower quality works. The ease of publishing online leads to a flood of content, but without traditional gatekeepers, editors, publishers, there is a lack of quality control, making it harder for readers to find meaningful and well-crafted literature. Next is copyright and intellectual property concerns. So the digital age has made it easier to copy and distribute literary works illegally. This has resulted in increased piracy, which diminishes the ability of authors to protect their intellectual property and earn fair compensation for their work. So example of this is the e-book piracy. An authorized sharing or downloading of e-books on websites reduces sales and royalties for authors. Also, the illegal file sharing. Platforms that host pirated audiobooks or digital books can deprive authors of revenue from their intellectual property. So these issues highlight the difficulty of maintaining control over digital content in an era of easy replication and distribution. Last one is decline of deep reading and engagement. Digital media, with its emphasis on short-form content, social media, articles, etc., is contributing to a decline in a deep reading. Many readers now engage with literature in a fragmented, superficial way, leading to shorter attention spans and less immersive reading experiences. An example of this is the social media. So platforms like Twitter and Instagram promote quick surface level interactions with ideas, reducing time spent on deeper reflective reading. Also the news articles. So the preference of reading short news summaries or headlines over in-depth reports can lead to a loss of critical thinking and comprehensive understanding. So this shift has contributed to shorter attention spans and less meaningful engagement with literature. So now let's move on to the assessment. So I have three questions here. So the first one is, how does social media impact the relationship between authors and readers? So social media has significantly impacted the relationship between authors and readers, fostering more direct and interactive connections. Authors now use platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to engage with their audience, share updates, and even get feedback on the work. This has created a more personal and immediate relationships, breaking down traditional barriers between authors and readers. So readers, in turn, directly communicate with authors, influencing their writing choices or offering support and encouragement. And the second question is, what impact does digital literature have on traditional reading habits? So digital literature has reshaped traditional reading habits by providing more accessible and diverse content. E-books, audiobooks, and online reading platforms make literature more portable and convenient, allowing readers to access vast libraries from their devices. However, this shift also leads to a decline in print book sales and may impact the physical book industry, which with some readers preferring digital formats due to convenience, affordability, and ease of access. The last question is, what are the ethical concerns surrounding digital literature and piracy? So the rise of digital literature has also brought about ethical concerns, particularly regarding piracy and copyright infringement. The ease of sharing and downloading digital content has made it more susceptible to unauthorized distribution. This affects authors and publishers' revenue streams and raises questions about fair compensations for creators. So additionally, the lack of regulation in some areas makes it challenging to prevent and address piracy effectively, leading to legal and ethical dilemmas in the digital age. So that would be all for my part. Thank you.